Hey guys, welcome to the Bad Penning channel, and today we have another I blew it analysis video. Remember, these type of videos that I'm doing right now is I analyze the video, react, just watch a quick version of it on YouTube, and at the end of the video I give my quick rundown and analysis and basically advice on how this situation could have been handled a little bit better. So let's get into it, guys. So remember guys, as I'm doing this, the whole point is to educate. We're not looking to ridicule people. We're not looking to judge people, especially the people involved in this video. But the main thing is to learn and to learn from one another. I mean, I'm an accountant. I'm a business developer. I help people. So as I'm doing these videos, I'm giving you this free advice. So my only hope and wish is for you to subscribe and help me out as you watch these videos. It really helps me a lot. And also comment, guys. Just maybe say thank you or something, whatever the case may be, or ask me questions. I'm willing to help. This is the platform whereby you get it in a sort of a free manner, and you know, I help you help me. So at the end of the day, we're all learning and we're helping one another so that we can make better financial decisions. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So today we are watching the video of James Conte. He was an international golf star, and the description says, in international golf star James Conte drank his career away and blew his millions. Wow. So this one is quite interesting. I really love I would like to do something for professionals, for actors, people that are, living jobs that, they are the business. I want to do something for them. In fact, I'm planning a series which I'm going to be addressing a whole lot of tax planning, tax issues that surrounds people like this. So let's get into this and let's see how things planned out.
That night, the guys, they found me sleeping outside the door. They put me in the room. Now it was time to play. I'm still fast asleep. I drank a glass of water and it felt like I just drank alcohol again. As I was about to put the ball on the tee box, I nearly went over and I fell on the other side and I hit this ball so badly, So I walked back and guys came to my room, what happened? And I was not sitting. I was still continuing drinking in the room, and I knew a lot was going to be said. I mean, I thought, why must they find out what happened? I might as well just finish off what I've started. It was like a fun thing, sitting there with them, telling the story, how drunk I was, how I didn't manage to tee up my ball, and it became fun while we were all drinking.
This is very unfortunate. I think a lot of people, especially those that are getting into sports, and I really hope if that's what your plan in life is, you listen to what I'm about to say. When you're talented amongst normal people that are doing the same thing that you're doing, you are, you look like the greatest thing that has come out of whatever. But when you start joining professional ranks and you start, competing against people like you that come from situations where they were the best from where they come from, but now you're in an organized league, you're in an organized situation, you start realizing that talent is not enough. And unfortunately, a lot of, youngsters go into these professional spaces thinking that their talent is what brought them there and it's what will keep them there. I mean, this is not a South African thing only. I mean, you look at international stars. You look at Adriano, the Brazilian striker, how talented that guy was. He was the next Ronaldo. I mean, the original Ronaldo, the R9, the Phenom. And, he was immaculate. But he literally drank his career away simply because of not being able to live or maintain a professional lifestyle. So the same thing is happening. This guy clearly is extremely talented, but because of the way he's easily playing the game, he is forgetting that when you are at the top level or when you are participating professionally, there's another level that you need to go, that you need to be higher than other people who are as equally as talented as you, but you need to find that extra step. And unfortunately for him, the alcohol problem interfered with him looking or finding that extra step.
I think is whereby losing his manager, and then kulapho ke ngoku izinto zaqala khona
the
utshintsha.
manager was helping.
I should have just
and he's
continued
saying it. You should
and
have
work
continued.
harder.
Exactly.
And
come
not
on.
think that I have arrived.
Even the sponsors, yeah. Some of the sponsors pull out, but we're not sure why they pull out. Is it because of bad behavior?
For me, losing sponsorship, it was a wake-up call. Because now, everyone that you're looking at, they just having their hand like this towards you.
And kabuhlungu, the time deceived into yoba izinto kuya zihambe right, but still he never be honest and come and say to me that brother, izinto azikho right. Siqala uyibona nxa mhlambi naye sifonele xa uqonda uba man awunakwazi unceda kwinto ethile because I need this and this that is whereby ke ngosibonda but no, there are things ezingahambi right.
Yeah, I mean, it's so sad, guys. I mean, as you can see, I said what I said before about the talent and how he just confessed. He felt he arrived simply because he had the talent. And also his manager left him. I mean, I can just imagine probably the manager left him because sometimes you are helping someone and it can get to a situation where you're helping them cost you too much in terms of mental, stress, whatever the case may be, and you end up dropping that person because you are foreseeing a lost case. And clearly that's what happened, because once his manager stopped assisting him, a lot of things went down the drain. And once again, guys, if you are a professional athlete in whatever sport, it's very important to have a management team. You have somebody that works with you, manages your talent, helps you in terms of getting endorsement deals, helps you in terms of getting signed, whether it's a club, whether it's whatever whatever that makes your career go forward and develop. It's important to have someone that looks after that. It's very important. You need someone to help you with your money. I mean, me as by planning, I'm trying to get into the space where I help professionals, particularly in these type of situations, whether you are a sportsman in soccer or sportswoman in soccer, whatever the case may be. Talk to us. We're willing to help because we've helped a few people, but you really want to go into this really hard. But yeah, guys, it's very important to have somebody that helps you with your financial management, because sport is a temporary employment. You are getting loads of exposure, loads of money in the short term, and after that period, what is the plan? It's very important to have a plan of generating income while you're producing the goods on the field. You need to also have an additional income that helps you to have a bigger basket of opportunity once you leave the sport and you have those options. And I think a lot of athletes or sports professionals are realizing this, and many of them are starting to be aware. But there are things that still need to be done. There's that continuous advice that is needed. So this person needed that. I think also what he also needed is some sort of a brand or marketing manager, somebody else going to help him with addressing his PR situations. And that's why people don't realize, once you get into the pro levels, things change. The situation is very different. You become a product, and it's very important for you to be paid what you deserve. It's very important for you to maintain a certain image, because your image is your money. And it's so unfortunate that all of that fell apart.
Abantu abathi sasichila, aba bantu bebedla ngothetha ngaye, they are no longer speaking about him like in a positive manner.
When you couldn't spend what you used to spend, and manje, you are so used to getting 80,000 rand from your sponsors without even playing in tournaments. Manje, they've taken that away from you, and now you can't even play tournaments.
Soze uthi uzigqibele upha uzibone ba you are deteriorating every day uveka manje. Definitely it will depress you.
Wasela kakhulu corporate non-stop wathi bajika ne-complexion yakhe
Until you lose your complexion.
usele wrong man. Usele besela phakathi evekini ugoduke enxelile because akho umuntu bemgxotha okanye abanye mhlawumbe bevuyela le nto James Kamte lo uzawusela nawo namhlanje.
But there was not much damage in assets wise, because those were actually based for the kids.
Yeah, short and sweet, right? Oh, yeah, guys, once again, here's my advice, right? So if you're a professional and you're talented, remember, your talent is giving you a key to the door. How you open the door is, and how you walk through the door is very important. Once again, obviously when you are a novice and you're new into this thing, you will be given, you take what you're given. One thing that you need to make sure is do not change your lifestyle simply because you have arrived. Once again, lifestyle goes with your mentality. If your mentality is that because you have so much praise from you see, when you start at the beginning, the praise that you get from a local level can really get into your head and ruin how you manage your professional life. And this is effectively what happened with James Kamte. At the end of the day, what you want to make sure is you stay humble, you remain determined. If part of your thing, your brand is being, highly confident, so then do what you need to do. But the most important thing is make sure you secure your future by making sure you have a good contract. Make sure that if you get into these spaces, you sign a contract that you are happy with. Do not give your life to a contract. I'm sure most of you guys have watched The Last Dance on Netflix, and you realize the type of contracts that people are signing, people like Scottie Pippen, where he got into a contract that made him one of the most lowly paid NBA figures, and he was the number 2 best NBA player. So you need to understand those type of dynamics and situations. And this is why if you are able to be in a position to get good help, you'll be able to negotiate contracts and also take your art so seriously that you know your art's worth, you know your services worth, simply because of the way you contribute towards your practice, your input from the way you conduct yourself before the moments where you show up, where you play and everything. Because when you play, you're producing the goods, and if you produce the goods, what does it do? It makes your equity go higher, and people want to pay more for your image, because the image that you're showing is an image of winning. So you want to make sure that you get those things right, and it's obviously difficult when you are in the early stages of your career. And that's why the general advice now is you want to sign short-term agreements, or agreements that give you flexibility. Because if you're taking this thing seriously, it means that your career is going to go up. So you want to anticipate that your career is going to go up, rather than just being thankful that you have made it. Don't be that person. Don't be just thankful. Make sure you negotiate something that helps you to be able to to level up with you, because you are an athlete now. You're not that guy that's being praised for just waking up, you get drunk, you go out and play, you score a hat trick, or you do some amazing things while you're even drunk. Yeah, those are nice stories for where you come from, your community. But now when you start working with other professionals, it doesn't work like that. You have other stories like your Jabu Pules and stuff, the guys which drank away their careers in their prime, and they could still play. Oh man, imagine if those guys were to push to the limits the way we are seeing your Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo are doing. Take example, someone like Cristiano Ronaldo. He does not drink, he eats healthy, he's maintaining his career, he has businesses, he has everything set up, and at the end of the day, he is making his career longer by taking care of his body. That's the type of level of consideration that you need to get into in terms of managing your career. So it's very important. So for me, what I'm just trying to say is that make sure you negotiate good contracts that allow you to grow. Don't be in a situation where you are thankful. Be patient as well. Not the first opportunity you get could be the best opportunity. Make sure you analyze, you talk to people, and ensure that you have the best opportunity, and that's the opportunity that you end up signing with, because these things are commitments, and the way you get in will determine the way you get out. So also guys, talent does not make you survive when you're in the professional level. When you're at a professional level, you need to find an extra step, because guess what? Everybody else that you're competing with, they got there similarly to the way you got there. So it's very important to find an extra step in whatever you do. Try to you need to go in deep, guys. You need to go in hard. You need to make sure you practice in such a way that nobody else practices. You are not normal the way you cannot be finding yourself being in a position whereby you're allowing yourself to be the same as other people, because at the end of the day, you don't know what they are doing to get an extra advantage. You don't know. And at the same time, make sure you are progressing, you are developing yourself. Continuous develop. Do not stop simply because you have arrived, because the minute you start doing that, that's where your success or your career has started to go down. Even if you are at your prime, make sure you make your career last as long as possible. And also, be aware of money making opportunities. Don't dive into any money making opportunity, but be aware of them. Have a vision, have an expectation, or have a sort of an idea of what type of branding you want to be associated with. Because why? You want to make sure that the brands that you associate with are the brands that you are most naturally accustomed to live by onto, not something that's going to make you change your life, make you change the way you live, simply because you just want to check. So once again, guys, not a lot I can say about this, but obviously these are the few tips that I'm saying. Once you start, if you're targeting to go into professional level, there's a lot to consider. It's not just you waking up, going to play, and you come back. No, there's a lot that goes into these things. These things are businesses. Make sure you understand that they are businesses, and because it's a business, you need teams, you need people to be assisting you. What you post on social media, you need assistance on. What you consider buying, how you manage your personal and your financial life, you need somebody to assist. Preferably bribe planning. Contact us, we're waiting. But at the end of the day, just make sure you get somebody to assist you, because you will be forever thankful and it will help you a lot. So yeah, guys, once again, remember, let money marinate you. Hashtag let money marinate you. So yeah, guys, as I said, make sure all these things you take them into heart. Of course, we're not trying to ridicule anyone, we're trying to learn together, and I hope this was insightful and you can be able to do something a little bit better simply because you saw this video. And watch my other videos, because I try to give as much knowledge as possible and help you guys in the advancement of a business career, your financial life, whatever the case may be. But nonetheless, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. I'm thankful so much, guys, for your support. I hope you learned something. See you on the next one.